Hey all, Hipper here. So in my last, well not my last video, but one of my recent videos, I told you that I was signing up for the iOS trial because I want to try out this mobile version of Legends myself. And luckily I was included. Yeah, I've been playing the game today, not a lot, I will admit that, because I mean I know what the game is about and I don't really want to play through all the lower tiers again. So I've taken out a few battles, and primarily to get a feel for the controls, which is my main concern with this game here. So I tried to hook up a actual Xbox controller. I also tried with a PlayStation controller, but I couldn't get any of them to work. I don't know if that's just me or if the game actually don't support them at the moment. I'm kind of thinking that's the case. But as you can see, it looks very much like Legends. It actually looks like Legends running on the first, like the Xbox One, pretty much. And yeah, I mean, it runs better than I thought. I'm playing it on an iPhone 12. Of course, has like a bit of horsepower, so the frame rate is actually quite good. Not as good as my Xbox, but still, like, it's not too bad. But my main problem with this game here isn't that it's on phone, that's fine. And the fact that you can play it on the phone is also, I guess, okay. I'm not really going to be doing that, I think. But the main problem is the controls. And I mean, it's not a surprise to anyone who's actually played a mobile game. Touchscreen is, well, it's a horrible input for anything except, you know, strategy games or well, pretty much strategy games and possibly the odd adventure game and stuff like that. But anything a little bit action oriented, where sometimes you have to do more than one thing at once, it's hard to get more than 2 fingers in play on a touchscreen, and yeah, it doesn't really cut it, I think. Well, it doesn't cut it at all, I think. Obviously, I mean, a controller is a far better option, especially when you have to do like more complicated things, or not complicated things, but you know, switching from AP to HE fairly quickly while you are locking your guns at the same time, turning your rudder, and perhaps going down to half speed, and perhaps you're switching your torpedoes at the same time, and you're firing your guns, and you're zooming in and you're zooming out, and it's it just gets a little much on a touchscreen. And I guess you can play like the most slow and you know, less demanding battleships. I haven't made it all the way to Colorado, but I think that would be something you could play on the phone and do fairly well, because really all you do in that ship is like sail slowly and aim slowly and fire slowly. So yeah, that's doable, I think. But playing a carrier, a cruiser, or a destroyer on a touchscreen, no thank you. And frankly, the people on phones who are going to attempt that, they're going to be absolutely taken apart by controller players on consoles. Being able to hook up a controller to the game will definitely help, but let's be honest here, how many like average players are actually going to do that? I mean, you play this game on your phone to be able to play it on your phone, and I think that's going to be bad. So yeah, well, that's a quick look at the game here, and I hope you enjoyed it, guys.